Well, good morning, friends. Another beautiful day. A nice rain washed off our rock and soaked in that fertilizer we put on. Today, I wanted to show you a project that materialized rather quickly. You might remember that we had a flooding issue several months ago. That was because the city sewer system was overwhelmed, pushed back up into our basement. Which required several additional steps for us besides just taking out the tile and sheetrock and stuff like that. It actually required us to pull a drain line. Our line was so old that it was just collapsing, so we had to go out to the street, open it up, and then pull one through. Of course, I don't know too much of what I'm talking about other than just what Spellman's told me. But as we were investigating that, we discovered a fuel oil tank that is buried in the ground. You can see where the guys are at right now. That fuel oil tank fed the old boiler. So in order for us to run that drain line, we needed to make sure that the fuel oil was removed, which there were still some in there. So we had that pumped a few months ago. And then a question was about what we should do. Should we remove the tank or put flowable fill concrete in there? And the flowable fill would have been less expensive, but then you have this mammoth chunk of concrete under the ground. If you ever need have access to the building, then you just wouldn't be able to do that. So we had a donor from the parish say that he would make up the difference between what it would cost to put that flowable fill in and to remove it. And since the company who he's familiar with does this work every day was just down the street working, he thought it was a good time to do it. So all of a sudden, we have guys here digging, and soon they'll be removing that fuel oil tank. So I'll give you a little shot now, and then maybe as they get closer, I'll film again. But just wanted to keep you up to date on things. Ways down there. Boy, he's very good. Delicate. So they're testing to see where that tank ends. Evidently where that guy is right now is very close. But I was just told it goes all the way over to where the other guy is with that shovel, close to the railing. Huge tank. So they may have to get their larger excavator to pull it out. All right, here's a shot from the inside. You can see this fresh concrete, or fresher concrete. That's from the work Spellman's did for us when we had that flooding issue. So they had to chip out the concrete and dig up the old corroded line, lay it new here, and then pull from, I guess, out in the parking lot, basically close to the street. So that line goes right under the fuel oil tank. You can see there's two holes in the wall. That's from the pipes that were just disconnected from the fuel oil tank by Rick Hammond, who's leading this project for us. That way that tank can be pulled away without any problems to the foundation, to the wall. I was just told that it's, again, quite a bit larger than what they were thinking, but I think they have it under control. My understanding is that maybe the first boiler here ran off of coal, that this was a coal chute up there. I have to ask Rick later just to double check that. And they're getting somewhere. Beginning to see how huge that tank is. Oh my goodness. Rick could do it. Yeah. He and Jesse. Can you give us a rundown of what we did? Why we did it?
Well, we had an oil tank we found out this year that we were unaware of that was underground here, and so we had to suck the oil out earlier in the year, get it tested first, and then remove it, and then we decided to take the tank out versus filling it full of concrete or a flowable fill, and so.
Which is a good decision because of how big that tank turned out to be.
I didn't know how big the tank was. I guess Rick can tell us that. He's
pretty good.
He's the one with doing the sweating.
Oh no, we just took the old pipes out of the wall so there would be no hole to the outside. We're sealing that up, and they removed the tank and they're going to backfill that, and that's about it. So yeah. I think it was 5 foot diameter and 12 feet long, which is 2,500 gallons. I think is what it would have held of fuel oil.
Wow,
that's a lot more than what we thought.
Wow.
We were originally told 8 foot long and 4 foot
diameter. Yeah.
So that was how many feet above this drain line?
I'm not
Do
sure.
you
where
think?
Bottom, well, the drain line's about a foot below this surface.
Yeah, he measured it. Kaufman Construction's taken the tank out, and they measured this level and made sure they didn't go below it out there. So,
okay.
Excellent.
They were comfortable.
Yeah, we did do some maintenance in here to make sure we could get water out, and not have water come back into the church basement if we have a big rain.
Put that check valve on.
Check valve.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Isn't that amazing? Huge. Big old hole. How many years has that been in there? Look at that.